Hey, what's up everybody? It's MrScaryMuffin back at you guys with another Thoughts Talk and TF2. Before I begin, I want to thank you guys so much for the comments you left me on the first one where we came back. It was only about, say, 3 or 4 comments, but you guys don't understand. It means the world to me that somebody out there is watching and that they enjoy what I am doing. I put out a little bit tweet earlier today asking people for some ideas of what I want to talk about in today's Thoughts Talking to because I was kind of like lingering in, between different kind of topics and I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about, and I thought I'll ask you guys. I only got a couple, like 3 people tweeted back at me, giving suggestions on what they want to hear me talk about. And I'm going to kind of follow through what Van Man was saying. He asked me to talk about the zombie plan. But before I get into that, I want to hear from you guys who are watching this right now. Put in the comments what you want me to talk about next time. Just put in the comments. You guys can refer back to the last video where I was mentioning things like what I was doing in the video game industry, or things in my life, or my worldview, or that kind of stuff, or any things you might have heard me said offhand in the stream or just in another video kind of stuff. So yeah, if you have an idea of what you want to hear me talk about, just put in the comments below. Do it right now, right away, so that you don't forget, and I will try to incorporate that somehow. So Van wanted me to talk about my zombie plan, and my zombie plan is very simple. I'm not even going to bother actually talking about it, but it did bring up this idea to me about realistic goals, because at first I thought about it like, well, you know, it's not really realistic to need to prepare for a zombie invasion or whatever kind of what have you, but it's good to have realistic goals. And this is one of those things that kind of changed about me recently, is that I've kind of gone like old person mode, where it's like, oh, you know, those big dreams that you had about doing this, doing X or Y, and how like unrealistic they are, kind of thing. I'm not going to be here to quash your dreams, to crush your dreams, guys. If you guys want to do something, I highly, highly recommend it and fully encourage you guys to do it. What I don't want you guys to do is to half-ass it, is to kind of like poke at it with a stick and then give up when it gets quote-unquote too hard. So here are some of my tips on how to do goals, on how to achieve your goals, and how to bring these big pie-in-the-sky ideas and ground them so that you can actually get started on them and do them, because there's nothing more intimidating than having a really, really big, far-reaching goal that just looks impossible to get. Like, you're like, oh man, I really want to do this thing one of these days, but oh, it's just so difficult right now. I'm so busy, I've got life, I have to make money, I gotta pay rent, yada yada yada, etc., etc. Here's how you do your friggin' goals. First, shut up. Just do it, but don't quit your day job. So it's very important that you keep doing what you're doing every single day, but somehow find time to pursue your goals within those little bits, because everybody you know, they waste time. There's an hour here, half an hour there. You waste time throughout your week for sure. How do you find time to do your goal? Well, my biggest suggestion is scheduling. Now, you guys all heard like how to achieve your goals in 5 steps or less, and there's all these like different kind of recommendations, suggestions, tips, and kind of stuff that people throw out. But the one that always stuck to me, one that seems to work really well for me recently, is scheduling. I got a smartphone from work recently, messing around with it a little bit. I don't really do anything on the smartphone, but I do have my calendar, my Google Calendar, that is linked to my smartphone, so I can always schedule stuff on my smartphone. I can schedule my haircut appointment, my dentist appointment. I send a message to myself every week to remind myself to take out the garbage. I've also put down time for me to do recordings. I put down times for me to edit videos. I put down times. These are specific times that I'm scheduling to remind myself that, hey, you promise yourself that you're going to do this. You promise yourself you're going to go to the gym at this time. Go and do that, kind of thing. And I think scheduling is so important. If you guys don't do any kind of scheduling in your life, I highly recommend that you start right this minute. For those of you guys in high school, if you have your agendas that you write down your homework and stuff like that, use that agenda, right? Make sure you refer to it. Like if I have my phone will send me reminders. I have my Google Calendar that I always have constantly open on my second screen. I think that's super important. Um, Really quickly, some of the other things that I heard that I've been trying out right now, one of them is building habits, which is you just keep doing something until it becomes a habit. So it's things like waking up early or eating healthy or that kind of stuff. And the magic number that I've heard about is the number 66, which is very close to 69. So think 69 if you really want to think about it that way. But basically, if you do something that many times or that many days, then it becomes a habit. So for me, I didn't say I'm going to go to the gym every day, but I said in the year 2015, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to wake up early and go to the gym 66 times. I have the entire year to do it, but I got to do it 66 times to build this habit. I don't know. I'm trying it out right now. We'll see if it works. Anyways, the takeaway from this episode, I guess, is scheduling. Scheduling your goals. Schedule your mantra. If you want to be nice to somebody every single day, or don't feed the trolls, put down that mantra like once a week. Have it ping you and just remind you, hey, remember this thing that you said you're going to do from now on? Even if it's just like a way of life, a way of living. Set yourself reminders to remind yourself every single day or every week that you that you had committed yourself to do this thing. I think actually that was actually a really good idea, the mantra thing. I'm going to try that myself. Like, don't feed the trolls, try to be happy, try to be not so salty when you're bad at video games, that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's for today, guys. Reminder for you to throw down in the comments below what you want to hear me talk about next time. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning on in. I will catch you guys next time. Until then, take care and bye-bye.